Dear students, today let's discuss regarding heart valves. So, what is valve? Generally, valve means a device which is used for controlling the passage of either fluid or air through a pipe, duct, etc. So, that is the main common definition of or the common meaning of a valve. The main function of valve is to allow the movement in one direction. So to prevent the backflow of either fluid or air into one space to another space, we can use valve. Okay, so that is the main definition or a general meaning of valve. So here you can see different valves that can be used for different purposes. So when it comes to heart, instead of fluid, we know that heart is mainly used to pump blood to all over the body. It is a kind of organ, it's a vital organ which helps to pump the blood to the entire parts of our body. So to maintain a unidirectional flow of blood through the chambers, we need valve. So that is heart valves. So heart valves are actually flaps or leaflets, both are same. These valves act as one-way inlets for blood coming into a ventricle and one-way outlet for blood leaving ventricle. So heart valves is mainly used to prevent or used to maintain a unidirectional flow from ventricle to the next part of our heart, or else it is mainly used to prevent the backflow of blood from one chamber to another chamber. So here you can see that there are 4 chambers which is present in our heart, namely left atrium, left ventricle, then right atrium and right ventricle. So these are the 4 chambers through which blood will be flowing. So to prevent the backflow of one chamber to the another chamber, we can see the valves. So there will be valves which is present in between these chambers, so which will help to prevent the backflow of blood from one chamber to another chamber. So we should know how many valves are present in our heart. We know that we have 4 chambers in our heart, namely 2 atria and 2 ventricles. So how many valves are present in our heart? There will be 4 valves will be there. So normally valves have 3 flaps or leaflets except the mitral valve. So these are the 4 valves which is present in our heart, namely mitral valve, aortic valve, tricuspid valve and pulmonary valve. So first is, what is mitral valve? The valve is located between the left atrium and left ventricle. We know that we have 4 chambers in our heart. So our left part or left side of heart is having 2 chambers, namely left atrium and left ventricle. So mitral valve can be seen in between left atrium and left ventricle. So it is having only 2 leaflets. Other 3 valves will be having 3 leaflets except mitral valve. Okay, mitral valve is having only 2 leaflets or 2 flaps. So it is otherwise called as bicuspid valve. Why? Because it is having only 2 leaflets. Mitral valve is also named as the bicuspid valve is also known as mitral valve. Why? Because it is named after the mitre of a shape or a crown of a shape which resembles its flower. Here you can see mitre of a bishop, which will be having a similar look that of a valve. So the both are similar in appearance. That's why bicuspid valve is otherwise known as mitral valve due to that similarity with mitre of bishop. So what is the role or what is the function of mitral valve? We know that it is situated between the left atrium and left ventricle. So it allows the blood to pass from the left atrium to left ventricle. It also prevents the blood from passing from left ventricle to left atrium. So we know that here is the mitral valve. This is the mitral valve. We know that it is having only 2 leaflets or 2 flaps. So it is mainly used to, or it mainly helps to flow the blood from left atrium to left to ventricle. So the unidirectional flow. So it will prevent the backflow of blood from left ventricle to left atrium. So next is tricuspid valve. From the name itself, we know that how many leaflets will be there. There will be 3 leaflets or 3 flaps will be there. So this valve is mainly located between the right atrium and right ventricle. So mitral valve is situated between left atrium and left ventricle, whereas tricuspid valve is situated between right atrium and right ventricle. Here you can see this is the tricuspid valve. So this is the right atrium and this is the right ventricle. So the main function of tricuspid valve is to allow the unidirectional flow of blood from left atria to left ventricle. Otherwise, it helps to prevent the backflow of blood from right ventricle to right atrium. Next is aortic valve. So aortic valve, from the name itself, we know that there will be some connection with the aorta. So the aortic valve is located between the left ventricle and aorta. The function is to allow the blood to leave the heart from the left ventricle to the aorta. We know that blood will be passing from left atria to left ventricle. From there, through the contraction of left ventricle, blood will be ejected into the aorta. From the aorta, the entire body will get the blood. So that is a pathway. So we know that in between left atrium and left ventricle, there will be mitral valve will be there. So to prevent the backflow of blood from the aorta, that is a major artery, from the aorta to the left ventricle, there will be chance of backflow that can be happen. So to prevent that complication, to prevent that backflow, there will be aortic valve. So it is mainly used to maintain or used to allow the unidirectional flow of blood from left ventricle to left ventricle to aorta. Then pulmonary valve, that is the fourth valve which is present in our heart. So pulmonary valve, we know that there will be some connection with the lungs. We know that from the right atrium, blood will be flowing to right ventricle. From there, it will be passing through the lungs, through the pulmonary artery. So pulmonary valve, which is situated between the right ventricle and pulmonary artery. So that is the role of pulmonary valve. It is mainly used to allow blood to be pumped from the right ventricle to lungs. So it is acting as a valve between the right ventricle to the lungs. Then the main function is to prevent the backflow of blood from the pulmonary artery into the right ventricle. So it is otherwise called as pulmonary valve. So these are the 4 valves which is present in our heart. Namely, one is aortic valve, then mitral valve, tricuspid valve, and pulmonary or pulmonic valve. In this picture, you can see that except mitral valve, other 3 valves will be having 3 leaflets of 3 flaps. So, what are the possible MCQ questions that we can expect from the heart valve topic? So, first is valve between left atrium and left ventricle. So, there is a kind of valve which is present in the left side of our heart. So, what is the valve? That is, the options are bicuspid valve, monocuspid valve, tetracuspid valve, and tricuspid valve. From the 4 options, we can exclude the 2 options because there is no valve which is naming monocuspid or tetracuspid. So we can exclude these 2 options from directly. Then there will be 2 options, that is bicuspid or tricuspid. We know that tricuspid will be present between right atrium and right ventricle. So our option, correct option is bicuspid valve. Okay. So here you can see that bicuspid valve or mitral valve, which is seen between left atrium and left ventricle. Then next question, which valve prevents backward flow of blood into the right atrium? So it is a kind of question which is mainly for assessing the valve, or the question is mainly used to denote the valve which is present in the right side of our heart. We know that in right side we can expect 2 valves. One is tricuspid or pulmonic valve. Then there is a clue, that is into the right atrium. We know that there is only one valve which is situated between right atrium and right ventricle, that is tricuspid valve. So this is the correct answer. Okay, so this picture you can see that there is a valve situated between the right atrium and right ventricle. So it is mainly having the function to prevent the backflow of blood from right ventricle to right atrium. Next is mitral valve. We know that mitral valve is otherwise known as bicuspid valve, which is except mitral valve, other valves will be having 3 cusps or 3 leaflets or 3 valves. Okay, so the other options we can exclude. Monocuspid, that is wrong. Then tetracuspid valve, that is again wrong answer. Tricuspid valve is wrong answer because it is having 3 cusps or 3 leaflets. So our answer is bicuspid valve. Then tricuspid valve is located. It's a valve which is present in the right side of our heart. So we know that in our right side there will be 2 chambers, right atrium and right ventricle. So our correct answer is right atrium and right ventricle. So left atrium and left ventricle, there is a mitral valve. Aorta and right atrium, that is a wrong option. Then right ventricle and pulmonary, we can see pulmonic valve in between. So our correct option is right atrium and right ventricle. Okay, so here you can see that the tricuspid valve is situated between right atrium and right ventricle. Okay, then which valve is located between the right ventricle and the pulmonary artery to prevent the flow of blood from the pulmonary artery to the right ventricle? There will be a valve known as pulmonic valve. So aortic valve is situated between the right ventricle and left ventricle and aorta. Tricuspid valve is situated between right atrium and right ventricle. Then bicuspid valve is situated between left atrium and left ventricle. So here the question is valve which is located between the right ventricle and pulmonary artery, that is pulmonic valve. Okay, here you can see that pulmonic valve. So it is a kind of valve which is present between right ventricle and pulmonary arteries. Then, which valve allows blood to leave the heart from the left ventricle through the aorta? So here is our hint, that is from left ventricle through the aorta. The answer is aortic valve. Pulmonic valve is present in right side of our heart, that is from the right ventricle to the pulmonary artery. And tricuspid valve is between right atrium to right ventricle. Bicuspid valve is between left atrium and left ventricle. So our correct option is aortic valve. Okay, here you can see that this aortic valve, which is mainly having a function to allow blood from left ventricle to aorta. Okay, so this is aorta. So that's all about the heart valves and the possible MCQ questions that we can expect from this topic. Okay, thank you.